pet parents, and furry friends. Welcome back to another heartwarming episode of Furry Friends and Fun, Pillows Talk. I'm your host, Emma, and today's topic is one that's close to our hearts: adopting a dog. Whether you've adopted or are thinking about it, we're going to dive into the challenges and the incredible advantages that come with bringing home a rescue pup. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-hosts, Ava and Oliver. How did you guys first decide to adopt your pups?
Hey, Emma. Hi, everyone. Adopting Daisy was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I always knew I wanted to adopt because there are so many dogs out there in need of a home. But I'll be honest, I didn't realize just how much work it would be in the beginning. Daisy was a little shy, but with patience, we found our rhythm. Now I can't imagine life without her.
Good evening, all. Yes, I've always been a big proponent of adoption, and when I met Rufus, it was love at first sight. Well, after a few barking fits and some nervous pacing. Adopting a dog can be quite the adventure, but the rewards are beyond measure. Rufus had some quirks to work through, but once we settled in, he quickly became the king of the castle. I can't think of a better way to bring a dog into your life.
I love hearing your stories, and I totally agree. When I adopted Ruby, I wasn't fully prepared for the transition period. It took her a few weeks to really feel comfortable in her new home, but the moment she realized she was safe and loved, it was like she blossomed. Adopting definitely comes with its challenges, but the joy it brings makes it all worth it.
Exactly. The biggest challenge I faced was building trust with Daisy. She had clearly been through a lot before she came to me, and it took time for her to feel secure. There were moments when she was nervous and unsure, and I had to be really patient. But as soon as she realized I wasn't going anywhere, she started to come out of her shell. Now, she's the happiest, most loving dog.
It's all about patience, isn't it? Rufus was a bit of a handful. At first, he had some separation anxiety that we had to work through. The first few times I left him alone, he barked non-stop and would chew on anything he could find. I quickly learned that adopting a dog isn't just about giving them a home, it's about giving them the time and space to adjust. It took some crate training, calming music, and loads of patience. But now Rufus is as relaxed as they come.
Yes, patience is key, especially during those first few weeks. I think a lot of people don't realize that when you adopt a dog, they might need time to decompress from everything they've been through. For Ruby, I created a quiet, cozy space just for her, where she could retreat if she felt overwhelmed. It made a huge difference in helping her feel safe.
That's a great idea, Emma. I did something similar for Daisy. At first, she didn't want to interact much. She was scared of loud noises and sudden movements. But by giving her a calm, safe space and letting her come to me when she was ready, we built trust over time. It's so important to let your dog go at their own pace.
I agree. It's about creating an environment where they feel secure. Once that trust is established, the bond is like no other. And honestly, the challenges we faced in the beginning made the bond with Rufus even stronger. Now he's my little shadow, following me everywhere. There's nothing like the moment when they realize they're home for good.
That's such a beautiful moment, isn't it? When Ruby finally started wagging her tail every time I came home, I knew we'd turned a corner. But beyond the challenges, let's talk about the advantages of adopting. For one, there's something so rewarding about knowing you're giving a dog a second chance.
Absolutely. You're not just bringing a dog into your life, you're saving a life. There are so many dogs in shelters waiting for a family, and knowing that Daisy could have been one of them is what made adoption the obvious choice for me. And honestly, she's given me just as much, if not more, than I've given her.
Well said, Ava. Rufus has brought so much joy and laughter into my life. I like to think I've given him a good home, but truth be told, he's given me so much more companionship, loyalty, and a reason to get outside every day for those long walks. Adoption is truly a win-win.
Yes, it's a life-changing experience for both the dog and the adopter. Adopting Ruby was one of the most rewarding decisions I've ever made. There's something so special about seeing a dog who's been through tough times finally realize they're safe, loved, and part of a family.
It's true. And for anyone thinking about adopting, just know that while it might take some time and effort, the bond you'll build with your dog will be worth every challenge. Plus, the love and loyalty they give back is beyond compare.
Couldn't agree more. So, to our listeners, if you're thinking about adopting or have already gone through the process, we'd love to hear your stories. Share with us the challenges you've faced and the joy your adopted dog has brought into your life.
Well, that's it for today's episode of Furry Friends and Fun, Pillows Talk. Thank you, Ava and Oliver, for sharing your adoption journeys. And to our listeners, remember, adopting a dog is not only giving them a second chance, it's creating a bond like no other. If you're considering adopting, take that step. You won't regret it. Don't forget to check out our blog at A Glamorous Paw Life for more tips, stories, and everything you need to give your pet the glamorous life they deserve. Until next time, because every pet deserves a glamorous life. See you soon, friends!